Hello again, my name is Mike Vorel from the Casper Star-Tribune and Pokes Authority, and this is the Pokes Authority Vidcast, brought to you by Wyoming Central Federal Credit Union. You know, at 3-3, Wyoming's coming into their homecoming game this weekend at home, 2 p.m. game on Saturday against San Jose State. And one big issue against Hawaii that they're going to look to clean up is in the secondary. A lot of busted coverages, missed tackles, those kind of things that led to 3 straight Hawaii touchdowns to the end of the last game. One reason for that might have been the injury of Darren White, the senior safety. He went down in the Hawaii game. He may be down for the rest of the season, Craig Bull said. They're waiting on an MRI. And in his place, you're going to have some young players possibly starting. You talk about Xavier Lewis, a sophomore, Tim Kamana, a redshirt freshman. They're hopeful that they'll get another senior, Jesse Sampson, back in that back end in the safety position. But they're going to have a lot of young guys trying to figure things out and trying to do their part on Saturday. Now let's go to my interview with sophomore safety Xavier Lewis. All right, I'm here with sophomore safety Xavier Lewis. Xavier, obviously coming into this week, you know, have a shot at starting. We'll see what happens. But what's kind of the mindset when D. White goes down, just to try to kind of adjust to that and wait for your opportunity?
Yeah, definitely. We know injuries are part of the game, and it's tough to have someone like D. White go down. And so we just need to make sure that we're trying to pick up all the pieces that he does on the field and make sure that we come ready to play. You know, he's our field general back there, and he's a big part of our defense, but I need to make sure that I'm come extra prepared so we make the transition as smooth as possible.
Right. Obviously, you know, the challenges when D. White goes down in the middle of that game last week. Just kind of what are those challenges like to kind of adjust on the fly to seeing things and communicating with Tim and all that stuff?
Right. Yeah, it's just making sure that you have to come in the game ready to communicate, ready to read your keys, you know, get ready to get in the flow of the game. That was the biggest challenge, is just getting a feel for the game at first and starting to see how their players are playing the game and how our defense is adjusting. So that's the biggest challenge, and just making sure that we communicate the correct calls and the correct defenses.
Right. Obviously, you're no stranger to kind of being thrust into the starting role. You did that twice last year. But, you know, just what's the big thing for you this week as far as preparing to start? Do you prepare any differently than you would in previous weeks?
Actually, no. You know, every time you come to prepare for a game, we're trying to put our best foot forward. So we're always trying to watch every film, always making sure we're trying to make the correct fits in practice. So it's pretty much going to be the same preparation for me. Obviously, I'm going to try to up my level of all of that stuff. So like I said, the transition can be smoother, but definitely just trying to prepare the same way.
Right.
And, make sure that we watch film, make our fits in practice.
Yeah. Going into San Jose State, just what do you guys need to do to clean up some of those, just, you know, either the busted coverages or tackling, just those kind of little things going into this next game?
Right. That's exactly what we need to do. We just need to make sure that in practice that we come ready to hit on our hitting days and ready to make our fits. And as long as we can make our fits, as long as we can wrap up this week, I think we're going to the game well prepared. Coaches have good schemes and stuff, so that's really on us, and the communication part as well. As long as we can communicate our coverages on the back end and communicate what calls we're in the front seven, I think we should be all right.
All right, thanks, Xavier. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Of course, Wyoming's offensive line has been shuffling around a lot the last couple of weeks with injuries, you know, different people going and swapping to different positions. But Coach Bull is hopeful this week that he'll get right tackle Connor Raines, a senior, back after he suffered from appendicitis last week and missed the Hawaii game. On the other side, at left tackle, Ryan Cummings, a freshman, made his first career start against Hawaii, and Coach Bull said that he was actually pleasantly surprised with how Cummings played. He really stepped up to the challenge, and he should start again at left tackle this week. So it'll be up to that group on the offensive line to protect Colby Kirkgard. He was sacked 4 more times against Hawaii. They've got to clean that up going into this game. It'll be interesting to see that Wyoming offense against the San Jose State defense that seems to be drastically improved from last year, specifically in the pass defense in the secondary. That'll be a big matchup on Saturday. Again, the game is at 2 p.m. on Saturday inside War Memorial Stadium. It is the homecoming game, and we'll be there providing all the coverage at pokesauthority.com. Until next time, my name is Mike Vorel. Take care.